My name is Jan, and my mother lived at Benedictine Living Community in Crookston for 6 years. The reason I chose the Benedictine Living Community in Crookston really started with reputation. I had heard so much from friends and neighbors, the good experiences they had, so I remembered that. And then it got to a point where Mom needed to move to be closer to a family member, and I was the one. It was one of those things that I walked in the door and I knew right away. Friendly faces, smiles, people I knew. You know, one of the reasons we live in a small community is because we know each other, and so I knew many people that worked here. There was this feeling of graciousness and hospitality that I knew within 10 minutes this was the place for Mom.
My name is Amber. My dad is a current resident here at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston in our memory care unit. My family and myself chose Benedictine Living Community of Crookston because we were familiar with the facility. It's a beautiful organization with a lot of caring staff. We were excited to be close to him as well, and there's a lot of amenities that we felt were important to my dad and our family.
My favorite amenity really was the continuity of care that was here. And I didn't even think about that when we started, when Mom moved here, but it ended up being one of the most important things. She was in the Summit in the assisted living for 5 years, but midway through that she fell and broke her hip. And so she came to the short-term care and did the rehab through the Benedictine services, and it was amazing. She could go down and still see her friends back at the Summit, and that really spurred her on to heal quicker, I think. And a couple of the little ladies would come down and visit her, so it just really made it comfortable for her, and she was a rock star. She was able to get back to the assisted living when the doctor didn't think maybe she could because she was dealing with some dementia, but she did and was back there for a couple years. And then eventually she ended up going to the memory care. It was the right decision, right place, and again, it was seamless. And so that continuity of care was huge for me and for her.
Our experience here at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston has been wonderful. It's very difficult to see a loved one struggle and decline, but having my dad close by, safe, and knowing so many staff are taking exceptional care of him makes that transition easier for all of us.
Another real plus for me was my 2 grandchildren are at the daycare here. I would see them, they would come over to the memory care and the kids would play on the floor and the tenants would get to watch them play. To have all those generations here, we actually had 4 generations here, so it was pretty amazing. I can't say enough good things about Benedictine Crookston.